Hey everyone. Welcome back. So, today I was getting ready to start a page that I was going to do off camera, but I wanted to hop on and show you guys because I'm going to do the background with the Crayola Sidewalk chalk. And I'm only going to use one color, but I thought I would show you guys my process. So the page I'm actually going to do, not this one, this is the one we're doing together. Hang on. This one. So I seen this page and I want a nice bright yellow background, like a spring yellow background. I was gonna go with blue, but I feel like, I could add like a little bit of blue, but I think I want it to be yellow. So I could do blue. Let me see what kind of blues we have. So these are the colors. These are the colors that come in the box. So they have a nice sky blue that I can use. And then I could maybe add in some. So maybe I will do blue. This is my process. Picking and changing things up along the way. But that's okay. That's what we're here for. So let's find sky blue. And these are numbered. These are named. The names are on there. If only I can find what I'm looking for. This is blue. I might need that. But let's see where sky blue is at. Cadet blue. Here we go, sky blue. These are pretty messy. It's already all over my fingers, but that's okay. Okay. So I have some tools here. I don't know if they all work. Looks like my dog got to this one. Hold on. She likes to play with things like this. So I got some tools here. I know this one works. I don't know if these will work with them, but we're going to try them if need be. This one's pretty stiff, and this one's pretty soft. This one's extremely soft, and this one's like a sponge. So, see what we got. Now, depending on how dark this blue is, I may need to go ahead and I'm going to put it on the palette first. I have my palette here. I'm going to put it on here first. And I'm going to start with this, this sky blue. And I'm just going to scribble some on there. And it's pretty chalky. It is chalk. It's children's chalk at that. So it's pretty chalky. But I'm just going to pick some up. You see how it leaves behind that little dust? But I'm going to pick some up. And I'm just going to throw it down. And it's very light. So you can move it around and work it in there. Or you can go directly on the page. If you feel like it's too light and you don't want to sit and layer it all day, you can go directly on the page. Now, I have a paper underneath here so that I can just swoosh the dust. So you guys probably cannot see, but it is a very light layer. But you can go in directly with the chalk. You know, go around where you want it. And you can take the brush and do it that way. Now this is a very, very, very light blue. And then if you have the darker blue, and this one I'm gonna put on the palette first because this one's pretty It's a little dark. And I'm gonna take this smaller brush here because I only want this one kind of in the corners here at the bottom. But it looks like I can get away with putting it on the directly on the page because it's not that much lighter than the other one. And then you can just brush. So with these you can just build up the colors, or you can just go directly in like I'm doing here. You can go right in, and then it's going to be a little bit down here too. So and just, you can work it in, just work it in like that. So I'm gonna just, I think I can just work this one in and put some back here and just different parts of the sky. And color pencil will go right over these. So let me try a different brush. Let's try this one. This one's pretty nice. This one's nice and soft. And like I said, it's messy. My hands are pretty covered in chalk, but that's okay. I have a paper on the side here just to catch the dust. You can do the same, or you can just brush it on the floor. It's up to you. You know, people deal with their dust a little different. But if you don't want to like spend a lot of money on chalk pastels, this is a very good way. I got these on sale at Target. They weren't that much. I don't really remember how much they were, but they were cheap. They have smaller packs if you feel like you don't need this many colors. I have full set syndrome, so you know, I went and got the full set. But you don't need the full set. And I'm just going right over the sun because I'm gonna go in and either with pencil or metallic or something like that as far as the sun goes. So I'm okay with going in, you know, over the sun. So, you know, they're much lighter than regular chalk pastels. They're much lighter, so you can either layer it up or you can just leave it really light. Pencils will go over it just fine. So if you go over some things in the background, that's okay because the pencil is going to go right over it. And then you can also go in with your pencil and blend it together. I'm going to add some more. And I can just keep layering these. That's the fun part. I can just keep layering them and they'll blend until they can't anymore. I could go with a darker blue, but I like the light blue, so I'm just... You can also use your finger if you want. So I don't know if you guys can see it very well, but there is some blue starting to come across, and it's all over my hands, but you can just keep some water nearby or a wet paper towel. I'm just gonna wet a paper towel off to the side so that I can just wipe it, and it comes right off. It's just chalk, comes right off. So I like to keep that off to the side, and then I'm gonna do the same thing for this side. Let me just, I can move my paper here. I'm just gonna dump it on my palette for the sake of time, and I'm gonna move it up. And I'm just gonna put this blue one down here. A little bit here. And then the rest is gonna be this light blue. Or sky blue, I think it's the color. And I'm just going in with the color. It's very, very light, this sky blue. You can find an in-between color and blend them in even more if you like. But I want my sky to be pretty light, and I can just go in with some pencil to clean it up. And I'm going right over the sun, like I said. And if you go over some of these birds a little bit, that's okay too. I like to use my water-based markers in this book, so I'm pretty sure the water-based markers will go over it fine. So I'm not too worried. So I'm just putting some chalk down. No rhyme or reason either to how I'm putting it down. Honestly, I'm just scribbling. Because it's going to all blend in together. And then I'm just taking my little brush and blending it in. Okay, now there's some dust, but that's okay. We can brush the dust off. It's a lot of dust on my brush too, and you can just tap that off somewhere off to the side. Like I said, this is messy. I'm not one for messes, but I do like using these sometimes. They're pretty fun. So that's pretty much my process. As you can see, it is all over my hands, but like I said, just a little wet paper towel, and you don't have to wet it too much, but just enough water to wipe the chalk off your hands. And you can even take the paper towel, if it's not too wet and not drenched in anything. You can literally, I'm gonna move this, and you can take the wet paper towel and go over your page just to get the chalk off. And I have some in the binding here, so I'm gonna brush that off with the paper towel. And it's fine, the page is still fine. I even have a little bit on my desk here. You can take the same paper towel, wipe that off. That's usually how I just clean it up. And then the paper that has the rest of the dust, you can just dump it in a bin. It's just chalk. So I have a little paper towel, a little bag here. I'm just gonna brush it into my bag off to the side. And that's it. And then I usually just take some pencil and kind of just blend it in a little bit. But for the most part, if I want to leave it like this, I can leave it like this. Or I can just take another color and blend the two in together. Like we have, let's see. We used sky blue and blue. So Excuse me, Zoo. Have a seat. Y'all know she interrupts every video. But anyway, so you could take another color and blend it, or you can just, like I said, leave it the way it is. All right, guys, I just want to jump on and show you that. I hope that explains how to use them. And I will see you guys in the next video. Have a good day.